Clark joins us now. How old was your son? Was he old enough to accompany you?
No, my kids never got a chance to see me as an NBA player, so they were just a thought at the time that I was playing.
What if your son was 12 or 13, and you're in your prime, and you're playing for the Pacers, and he wanted to go to practice with you every day, or go to every game, have a locker? How would you feel?
Every day might be a bit much. I frame a lot of who I am and how I go about everything in my life based on the Word of God, and there's a passage that talks about the fear of the Lord, moderation in all things. And in this case, you know what? Moderation would be the ground I would walk on. Clearly, it's nice to be able to bring your son or even daughter to your place of work on occasion. And even though pro sports is a game, it still is a business and your job. So occasionally having the opportunity to bring my teenage son or daughter to my work environment would be more than reasonable from the standpoint of me and my organization. As I look at it, every day would be a bit overkill. So I would side with the organization here. They've made it available. And again, I just know the background based on Todd filling me in, but I mean, that's my posture on it. That's the position I would take. It's wonderful to be able to bring your son or daughter to your place of work, but every day would be a bit of a stretch for me.
Clark Kellogg from CBS. Last call for bracket advice. What would you say? One piece of advice.
One piece of advice: have fun. And just have fun. Just have fun, and don't tie yourself up too much about being right. Have fun. Go with your gut, and then let it play out the way it'll play out. That's it. I mean, I don't have any other advice for you, Dan.
That doesn't help me. I always have fun.
Well, I mean, okay. So if you always have fun, if you've checked that off the box, then don't try to force upsets. When you have knowledge of teams and you see a team that you think is better, go with that team regardless of the seed line.
But we know less.
Don't try to manufacture upsets.
But we know less about college basketball than we did, say, 10 years ago.
I think there's two sides to that coin. I think we have more information. The parity, which has permeated college basketball really for the last 20 years, raises its head in significant ways in any given year, and this seems to be one of those years where you don't have a dominant team or a group of dominant teams. You have a group of really good teams and then a bunch of other teams that are only a notch below those teams. So in this season, clearly, the parity element clouds the issue a bit.
Yeah, I just don't think we follow it as much during the regular season as we once did. I think we do the crash course. We study for the final.
Well, I think that could be said for a lot of things just because of so much on the plate in terms of what your attention is drawn to. I mean, you don't have the natural separation in sports that there used to be. There used to be actual seasons and a little bit of a separation, but everything now is a giant collage of one thing running into another.
Yeah.
So I think that's a factor that lends itself to not. And then also the fact that the tournament has grown in such magnitude and order of magnitude that you're right. The casual fan or even the avid fan may bypass the regular season knowing that the 3-week run to a championship in March is an awful lot of drama and excitement.
Shakiest number one seed is who?
Shakiest numero uno would be Virginia, in my estimation. Not because they aren't good, not because they did not deserve to be a one, but they don't have the same kind of inside-outside balance that I think some of the other ones have, and also a couple of the twos, particularly Xavier and Michigan State, have strong presences up front. Oklahoma relies a lot on the perimeter shot, as does Villanova, although they do have Oshefu, who's a presence when he's not in foul trouble. Oregon is not wide in terms of physicality, but long and active. And Carolina obviously has a terrific front line. So I would say Virginia, in part because Michigan State is in their bracket as well.
Yeah.
But because of the fact that they don't have the same type of inside productivity, at least to this point, they've not shown it. Malcolm Brogdon has been absolutely stupendous. Terrific senior year for him. Parentes is really good in the backcourt. Gill fights and gets the most out of himself, but he is a bit of an undersized front court player.
Here's my final four.
Okay.
Kansas, Michigan State,
I'm with you on those two.
Kentucky,
Possibility. I don't have them, but that's a possibility.
Oklahoma.
I've got Oklahoma. So me and you have 3 of the 4. I actually went with North Carolina coming out of the East. And again, margin of error, different ways to win. Those are ingredients you look for. Big-time players, and certainly Buddy Hield is that. Denzel Valentine is that. I think Bryce Johnson is that. Marcus Page hasn't played to that level, but he certainly has shown the ability to be a big-time player. And in Kansas, while they don't have a marquee-type star, Perry Ellis has been extremely consistent. Wayne Selden has been really good. But I think their 2 guards, Mason and Graham, have been absolutely outstanding in terms of their big playmaking at both ends, whether it's a defensive stop, whether it's an assist or a big shot or drive. Those 2 guys have been as good as any one point guard in the country on any other team.
I also have Michigan State, Purdue, West Virginia, Kentucky, Kansas, Miami, Oregon, and Oklahoma.
And what? Your second tier of potential?
No, that's my Sweet 16.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right. Well, you gotta preface what you're saying there, throwing out these teams.
There's only one bracket, Clark. I'm a one and done.
Oh, are you? You just do one, just one.
Oh yeah. Only one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I do a couple. Usually, some family members reach out to me, and I'll do one for them, and then I'll do one that I publicly share with others. Yeah, so I do a few. I do a handful.
How about maybe a game of 2-on-2? Me and you. Barkley against Gottlieb.
Wow. I think we could woodshed those 2. I think we could woodshed those 2. One, Chuck is not in the. It doesn't appear that he's in basketball playing shape. At least I could fake people out in terms of at least appearing to be in some kind of shape. I know Gottlieb still hoops a little bit.
Well, I'm going to let him shoot. I'm going to let him shoot.
You're going to back way off of him?
Yes, way off.
Back way off of him?
Yeah. I'm going to be in the paint.
That's a good scouting report based on what I know of Doug's game. That's a good scouting report. And then I think I could go down low, and if they decided to double team me, which they would probably have to, then I'd just kick it out to you for the splash home threes.
I appreciate that. Hey, thanks for joining us. We'll be checking in with you. Always great to talk to you, Clark.
Yeah, likewise, Dan.
Thank you, buddy.
Man.
That's Clark Kellogg.